we open it up again, we did, the Vernon group contributed to expand it to over 100 for Canada Day last year. And we had 200, I think it was 256 households
273
that joined in on Canada Day.
Wow.
And so that was a lot of fun. We might do that again during this year.
That was
Good.
that was a lot of fun. I vote yes for sure.
Well, I vote for them to come back here to Vernon if we're able to.
Yeah. Typically, we go and play out at Vernon festivities every Canada Day. But.
So people who join on Zoom and don't get to the clock tower, can we join you along your little travels?
Not so far.
When we get back to the pub, we won't be Zooming anymore.
I
as far
know.
as I can tell. You guys will be going forth and being with your groups and being,
right.
or if you don't have a group, start a group. Bug started as the only group, and we've expanded out to Vernon, out to Renfrew, Carter Place, Petawawa, out east. There's a group now in Orleans. So it's not Bug groups, but they're all spin-offs from people that had attended Bug and that. So never be shy, because Mark and I are not trained professionals. We're just like you guys. Like, we just like singing and playing, and so anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. So don't be shy.
Well, guys, I'm expecting if you're going from Ottawa to Vernon, then if you have to come through Thunder Bay, you will have your ukulele, and there's only one highway between Ottawa and Thunder Bay and Thunder Bay and Vernon. And I expect a pit stop here, and all your price of admission is your ukulele.
The thing is, Helen, there's a Vernon just south of Ottawa, and that's where they're traveling.
Darn it. Anyway.
Oh, you were thinking Vernon, BC.
Yes, I was.
No, Sharon's just a hop, skip, and a jump from us.
Oh, geez. Sharon, I had it all, their itinerary all planned.
We do plan on coming through Thunder Bay, though, again, in the not too distant future, because we love camping and traveling across Canada. We've been across in both directions, out to Tofino on Vancouver Island and out to Cape Breton and St. John's, Newfoundland, and that. So we've been across several times, and we look forward to doing that now.
Well, I expect you here, girl.
Okay.
I can't wait my hometown's Kenora, and I don't get to go visit this summer. So I'm hoping that this summer I'll get to go stick my toe in the lake. That's
bring your ukulele.
Definitely ukulele. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, well, I guess we can probably get started, right? Is it going on?
It's 7 o'clock on the dot.
Okay. Now, we may not get to all the songs tonight, but if you find that I'm talking too much, I, of course, don't have any idea at what level you guys are. But it's not a beginner's. I'm not going from scratch and teaching you how to play ukulele. The purpose is to sing songs and to sing them really, really slowly, to give you time to change chords, to practice relaxing in between chord change, like just loosening up, to noodle if you want to practice noodling, if you're more advanced, or playing up inverted chords up the neck. So there's all different ways you can use this. I will start though by saying, can everybody see me? Sharon, can you put me on
Spotlight?
the spotlight or speaker?
Spotlight.
We still got that?
So that you can only see me, or, yeah. Okay, so I'm using my little happy face uke here to demonstrate. So tonight, when I am referring to fingers, my fingers, I have 4 of them. this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is my thumb. All right. I'm left-handed. Some people, they don't realize that because I play uke just like anybody else. And some people think if they're left-handed, oh, I have to play it this way, or, you know, I have to do something different. I didn't even think about doing it that way because all the chord charts and everything that most clubs use are all, you know, a certain way. And I always figured that since I was doing all the chord shapes and that with my left hand, that would make, I didn't even think about it. It just naturally, that's how I did. But it doesn't matter what hand you use. There's also been a thing about how to hold a uke. Well, you want it so that it's at a 1 o'clock roughly position. So that's so that your wrist doesn't get all cramped up, okay? Everybody's different. There's no right or wrong way to hold a uke for sure. And some people have arthritis, some people have, which I do, and carpal tunnel, which I do. Different things affect different people. So you have to find a way to hold a uke and play a uke that's comfortable for you. If you're in pain, then revisit what you're doing with your body. So what I suggest, and what a lot of instructors suggest, is that I don't put my thumb up. I put my thumb about halfway up, behind the 2nd fret roughly. It won't stay there, but that's where I put it, is behind the 2nd fret. I don't have it way up here, over top. It also depends whether you have a strap or not. If you're standing up and playing and you don't have a strap, you're going to be holding it and doing things a little differently. I always wear a strap when I'm playing ukulele. But again, totally up to you. So I put my thumb halfway up on the neck, and my fingers are curved. Okay? So a little mouse could run right through there. My fingers are curved and what I want is when I press on a string, I want to be right on the tip of my finger. Oops. Right on the tip of my finger. I don't want to be down like that. So if you've got long nails, clip them.
Just your left hand though.
You only have to clip
your
them
front
on your
hand,
left hand, but clip them right down. My fiddle teacher told me that. Ukulele teachers will tell you that. On whatever hand you form your chords with, clip your nails right down. And you know what? You might think, oh, this is going to look really weird. Nobody will notice, but if they do notice, they'll say, oh, that person must be a musician because look at their nails. So, right? And you are all musicians. So clip your nails, thumb here, and what you'll see is I'm very relaxed. So, you know, my hand, you're sort of using gravity to just relax your hand. And when you're moving your hand, just think of it as being very relaxed. And you're swiveling, you know, depending if you're playing a D chord, you're going to be swiveling like that. Or when you're playing a G chord, you're going to be swiveling so that your hand is up here for my G, okay? And then but if you're playing your C, depending on where you're going in your song, you might be just down like that, but I'm always on my tips of my fingers, okay? That'll give you a nice clean sound. And that's for strumming. Make sure you're strumming in this area where the neck meets the body of the uke. That's the sweet spot. If you're strumming over the sound hole, that is fraught. It's not the best sound, first of all. And also, your fingers can get stuck, especially for beginners. So make sure that you're up where sort of in the area where the neck meets the body. And that should fall very naturally as to where you're holding the uke too. Your hand will probably sort of be in that position anyway. And when you're strumming, you want to, it's like as if you're scratching your nose. Your fingers are like curled. My other fingers are curled too. You can you can put your thumb in the first sort of where your first joint is. You can just rest your thumb lightly, not pushing. It's not, you know, and not like this, but just put it gently and keep everything curled gently. And so it's like you're scratching your nose and then you're flicking up, sort of just gently. You're letting your hand drop, flicking a fly away or flicking something off your nose that you've had on your nose, flicking it down. So your hand is almost, it's swiveling, it's turning a little bit. Okay, and all very loose. It shouldn't be your whole arm going up and down like that. Okay, just a very loose wrist. Think Zen.
Did you want to mention strings? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Strings. When I talk about strings tonight, it'll be ground floor like an office building. So the ground floor is the one closest to the ground. It's string number 1, string number 2, string number 3, and the one closest to your chin is string number 4. Okay? So 4 fingers. 1, 2,
Ooh.
3, and the pinky is 4, and 4 strings starting from the ground floor, the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Let's get started and play a tune. Are there any questions before we start?
Sue,
Yeah.
one of the things that I have challenge with is following what kind of strum you're doing. So are you going to sort of break down the strum patterns slowly?
So I'll tell you, you're right that a lot of people get caught up in this. What strum do I use? What on the Bug website, on the tips and help page, you'll see tons of tutorials, lots of resource material. What is important to know is what the beat of the song is. Are there 4 beats in the bar? Are there 3 beats in the measure? So when you're looking at this song, for example, you'll see that it's 1, 2 between the bar lines. Okay, that's one measure. So 1, 2, 1, 2. That'll tell you that in this one that we will likely use, now this is probably a hard concept, but we will be using what you would refer to as a strum in 4/4 time. And when you look at strumming pattern sheets, you'll see strum patterns for 4/4. It doesn't matter what strum you use. It really doesn't. Whatever is comfortable. So some people will do just one downstroke, one strum for each chord. So they do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Other people will do a touch strum. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Other people might do a typical Swiss Army or island strum. Sometimes it's called down, down, up, down, down, up. It doesn't matter what you do as long as you're keeping the beat. So we'll go over that more on a 4/4 when we look at the 4/4 songs. But for this one, what I'll be doing is I'll be doing the touch. So I'm just kind of touching the top string kind of lightly, or the top first and second string, and then a full down strum after that. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Okay? But you can do whatever you want. If you can only strum 1 for every chord, that's fine. And let's start. Now, in this song, you'll see an instrumental. Mark's going to be on the melodeon for this. So there's ghost words at the beginning. That's an instrumental. So the words are there to help you know where you are.
But they're faded.
But they're faded. They're grayed out. So at the pub, we would not be singing that. We would just be playing the chords. The other thing is that if you're having trouble singing and strumming, try just humming along with any of these tunes tonight. Forget about the words. Just hum. We all know these songs, so just hum. And you may find that easier, that you can actually strum and hum at the same time. And if you can't do the strum, if you can't keep up with the changes, even as slow as we're going, don't worry about it. Another thing you can do is to just gently, forget about this hand, just put it gently over the strings so that when you strum your uke, you don't get any sound other than a percussive sound. And that way, even though you can't do the chord changes, you can practice a strumming technique while we're playing. Okay, so that's another way that you can get benefit, even if you can't keep up with all the chord changes.
The other thing that you'll see at the very end of this song, and you'll see it in other songs too, are down arrows. Sharon, could you just scroll down to the very bottom of this song, just so they can see the down arrows? If we all hit these down arrows, we're going to have a really great ending. Because there we go. So there's two A minors there, and it's just one down stroke, one down strum on the first A minor, and one down strum on the second A minor, and it'll make you sound really good going out. Really good.
Okay, and when I'm going to be playing this, my A minor, I'm going to have my hand swiveled up like that because I know it's just A minor and G, A minor and G. So I'm not going to be like this and then switching up. I'm not going to be going back and forth like that. I know already that it's just A minor and G, A minor and G. So my hand is going to be up like this for the whole time. Here we go. Let's do this. Ready, everybody? Here we go. Make sure, everybody, that you're muted. Okay, you all have to be muted. Really, really slowly. 1, 2, 1, 2. Too fast.
Too fast?
Yeah, slow down. 1, 2, 1, 2. What'll we do with the drunken sailor? What'll we do with the drunken sailor? What'll we do with the drunken sailor? Early in the morning. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises early in the morning. Sling him in the longboat till he's sober. Sling him in the longboat till he's sober. Sling him in the longboat till he's sober. Early in the morning. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises early in the morning. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor early in the morning. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises early in the morning. Send him up the crow's nest till he falls down. Send him up the crow's nest till he falls down. Send him up the crow's nest till he falls down. Early in the morning. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises early in the morning. That's what we'll do with the
up she rises early in the morning.
Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises early in the morning. That was some fancy stuff, Mark.
You like that, eh?
How was the speed for everybody? You're welcome to open up in between songs and let me know how things are going.
That was nice because it was slow enough to get my fingers to G.
Good.
Good. Good.
Same here.
Perfect. Okay. So that speed was pretty good for most of you?
Excellent.
Okay. Perfect.
Good. And did you like my chapeau? My hat. My little sailor's hat.
Oh dear. My little sailor man. Okay.
And thanks for not wearing a Speedo.
All right.
Now, Sharon, I'm thinking we might skip Don't Worry, Be Happy. We'll come back to it if we have time. But because of the strum, I'd like to go to Hound Dog, which is the third song. You can use my fancy, dancy, interactive to go to the table of contents if you want to find it. But Hound Dog is the third song in the songbook. There it is.
There we go.
Okay. So we have C, F, and G. Okay. And so let me make, when you're thinking of going from chords to chords, as I've said before, a song sheet is like a recipe. So you first look at everything you need. You assemble all the ingredients. You see, I have C, F, and G. So you might just practice switching from C to G, C to G, if that's where your stopper is, your difficult point, or C to F, C to F. And don't think of jumping from one chord to the next. You're not jumping, you're stepping. So for the C to G, for example, I want you to think about, again, I encourage you to use your third finger on the C, okay? And but right now, okay, put your fingers on the G chord. Everybody put their fingers on the G chord. Now, I want you to leave the first and the second finger where they are on the second fret, and I want you to just move the third finger where it is on the third fret, second string. I want you to just move that one finger down to the first string, third fret. Leave the other two fingers in place. So you're moving it down to the first fret, and then move it back up again, and then move it down. And this is a really good exercise to do for any of these sort of chords, is to think of it as you're not really jumping, okay? You're stepping. And this helps you to get in your muscle memory that you're keeping your hands very, very close. So when I'm switching from G to C, I'm just making that movement, okay? I'm moving that finger down, and then I'm just barely lifting those two fingers, barely, off of the second fret. I'm leaving them in place. I'm leaving them hovering over those strings, over that fret, because I may be going back to that G, but that's how you do it. You always try and keep an anchor finger. You figure out what finger can I leave in place, or what fingers can I leave in place to go to the next chord. Because if you lift your hands right off and then you're trying to place your hand, find the chord, you'll get lost. It'll be tough and you'll waste time. So we're going to do Hound Dog. Here, for people that are a little more advanced, you can do a shuffle. We're just going to do a shuffle strum. So down, up, 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 down, up. You can I'm putting a bit of an emphasis on the 2 and the 4 beat. You see there's 4 beats to the bar in this. That's what those bar lines mean. It means there's 4 beats. So if I was clamping along with this, I might clap 4 times. You know, you ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing. Okay, so that beat, just think of it as what you clap or how you tap your foot if you were singing. And that tells you also, it gives you a hint as to what kind of strum you could use. Lots and lots of different 4 beat strums, so you can use any one you want. And for the shuffle, we can put our finger on the C, but when we can shuffle between the C, keep it in place, and drop your finger on what you would play for the A minor, which is the 4th string, 2nd fret. So you could go C, A minor, C, but you're keeping your finger on that C the whole time, okay? And just dropping your index or your first finger onto the 4th string, 2nd fret. So, for those, yeah.
Is it possible to do the spotlight when you're explaining those things for us?
Sure. Sharon, are you able to put me full screen at the moment?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay, no,
You are spotlighted already, but I can't change it.
Okay. You may be able to change it on your own
On your own device.
on your own device. You may
Yeah,
be able to
they can just
Go to-
drag the window and make it bigger, and you'll
yes,
see
you may
us
be able
and
to
our
do
finger.
that. Or change to a speaker view if you have it. So with the F, you can do the same thing. You can do the F and then drop, leave your fingers on the F and drop your 3rd finger on the, into a D minor position, in other words. So you're doing your F and then your D minor. So you're just dropping down that 3rd finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd string. And it gives you a nice little blues shuffle. And the G is kind of neat. You can leave your fingers on the G and you can drop your 4th finger or pinky finger on the 3rd string, 4th fret, keeping all your G shape intact, but dropping that 4th finger on the 4th string, 4th string, 4th fret, okay? And actually that's a really neat way. So you've got your G, and that is actually an E minor. So what we've in fact done for all of these, not that it matters, but when you get into later into the circle of fifths, we've used the C, which is the major, and we've used its relative minor, A minor. We've used the F major and its relative minor, D minor. And we've used the G and its relative minor, E minor, which is really cool. But you don't need to know that right now. But that's just an option to play if you want to throw a little pizzazz into it when we're going slowly like this. Or you can just play 1 downstroke for every chord box you see. Or you can just cover up the strings and practice a strum with it, okay? Just do your Z chord as we talked about. Ready to go?
Another good thing for practicing your uke is if you can practice with a metronome. It helps you keep the time and the tempo. So if you have a metronome, use it. And what we're going to use tonight, we have a drum machine. So that's going to be like our metronome. And we're going to put a drum machine on at 80 beats per minute because it's a slow jam.
Okay. Hear that? So I'm going to count you in, and you can see that down arrow. So we're all going to do 1 bar, 4 beats of C, and then that second one with the arrow, that's 1 downstroke, and then we count, well, we don't count because we're going to be starting to sing, you ain't nothing but a, when you do the downstroke, you don't play again until you see the next chord box, okay? You sing, but you don't play. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit, and you ain't no friend of mine. Well, they said you was high class. Well, that was just a lie. Yeah, they said you was high class. Well, that was just a lie. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit, and you ain't no friend of mine. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit, and you ain't no friend of mine. Well, they said you was high class. Well, that was just a lie. Yeah, they said you was high class. Well, that was just a lie. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit, and you ain't no friend of mine. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit, and you ain't no friend of mine.
Good job.
How'd it go, guys?
Great, great,
Okay.
great.
Good.
Nice and slow, we can do other stuff too.
That's the whole idea. Okay, now let's do the bug medley. But what I want to tell you about this is we're going to do it in the Swiss Army song. This was a medley
Swiss
I
Army
put
style.
together. Swiss Army strum, or island strum, or calypso strum. There's all different names you can use for it. So this is your typical 4-beat strum, the most typical one that you will hear all over the place. You can never go wrong with it, really. And what it is, to practice, just first cover up with your, don't bother about a chord, just cover gently on your strings. And what you're going to do, it's over 4 beats, you go down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So we were just doing a shuffle strum, right? Down, up, down, up. This is exactly the same motion. The only difference is when I'm striking the strings. It's when I'm striking the strings, I'm making a noise. My hand never stops going down, up, right? It's still that same movement. It's just when I'm choosing to do the strings. So when you're practicing this, practice it really slowly, first without singing, without humming, and just sit on your chest, feel, cover up, forget about chording, and just down, say it out loud. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. I'm exaggerating my hand movement so that you can see it's always moving up and down, up and down. So there's nothing fancy about it except when I'm hitting the strings. Let's try it with the C chord now. So I'm doing down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. That's the Swiss Army strum or the island strum. Practice it, practice it, practice it, and you will never go wrong at a jam for a song that's in 4/4 time. The most common strum and well worth practicing. But do it super slowly and say down, down, up, down. And then when you want to start trying to sing with it, try humming first with it. So you don't have to think about words. Because man, you're using two hands, you're thinking about words, you're thinking about melody. There's a lot going on, right? So break it down into the simplest thing you can. Okay, we're going to do the Bug Medley. So this is a whole bunch of songs together. By the time we finish this, you're going to be so comfortable with C, F, and G changes. And with the Swiss Army strum. Although, as I say, if it's too difficult for you, Swiss Army, just do down strokes. 4 beats in the bar. Okay. Practice your harmonies if you want, along with us. You ready, Mark?
I'm ready.
Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up. Come on the sloop, John B. My grandfather and me. Round Nassau town we did roam, drinking all night. Got into a fight. Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. So
Hoist up the John B.
hoist up
sail.
the John B.
See
sail.
how the mainsail
See
sets.
how the mainsail
Call
sets.
for the captain ashore and let me go home.
Let me go home.
I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Yeah, yeah.
Well, I feel so broke up,
I wanna go
home. I met him on a Monday and my heart stood still.
Da do
Do run, 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 da do run, run. Somebody told me that his name was Bill.
Da do run, 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 da do run, run.
Yes, my heart stood still. Yes, his name was Bill.
And when he walked me home, da do run, 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 da do run, run.
1, 2, 3, 4.
roads must a man walk down before you call him a man?
Yes, and
How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand?
yes, and
How many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in.
we're not speeding up.
Early in the evening, just about supper time, over by the courthouse, they're starting to unwind. 4 kids on the corner trying to bring you up. Willie picks a tune out
And
he blows it on the harp. Down on the corner,
out
out in the street, Willie and the poor boys are playing. Bring a nickel, tap your feet.
trumpet section.
Down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the poor boys are playing. Bring a nickel, tap your feet. All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye. But the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. The taxi's waiting, he's blowing his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could die. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore.
No, we're not.
We've got the right to choose,
And
there ain't no way we'll lose it. This is our life, this is our song. We're not gonna take it.
no, no,
We ain't gonna
people can turn the page. I come from Alabama with the ukulele on my knee. Going to Louisiana, my true love for to see. Oh, Susanna, oh, don't you cry for me, for I come from Alabama with the ukulele on my knee. Rained all night the day I left, the weather it was dry. Sun so hot I froze to death. Susanna, don't you cry. Oh, Susanna, oh, don't you cry for me, for I come from Alabama with a ukulele on my knee. This land is your land, this land is my land, from Buena Vista to Vancouver Island, from the Arctic Circle to the Great Lake waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land, from Buena Vista to Vancouver Island, from the Arctic Circle to the Great Lake waters. This land was made for you and me.
Bravo,
Go!
That was great.
bravo.
Thank you, thank you.
Did it go okay for you guys?
That was, yep.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
In the music sheets, sometimes the change of chords seems quite short. And so when you were doing the island strum, would you get all of those in between, for example, when it changed from a C to an F, or do you only do half of it?
You need to know the song, first of all. So that's why I always encourage people to look at the songs ahead of time. But for example, take Oh Susanna, for example, when it's I come from Alabama with the ukulele on my knee. So ukulele, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And in that case, I'm just doing down strums, you know? So that's what I mean about you have to know the song, you have to feel the song, the
Feel
rhythm.
the groove, the rhythm.
And just strum what you feel. And for me, that works with that ukulele on my knee, 2, 3, 4, 1. So that's what I would do in that case, for example, in there. So, but most of the other things, I think were 4 beats, pretty much every chord. Does that answer your question, or?
Yes, so when I see chord, 4 beat.
it's not always 4 beats. That's what I mean. You have to know the song. You have to be tapping your foot. And following your leader as best you can. But the example I gave of where there is actually in that ukulele on my knee is 2 chord changes in the space of 4 beats.
Okay.
And I would know that just by knowing the song. And
Yep.
and that's how I would handle it, is just down strums in that part.
Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you.
Where do I go now?
Okay, let's do Don't Worry, Be Happy. You may have noticed that in the part, the Twisted Sister part, we're not going to take it, I did a chunk. Don't switch it to the song yet, Sharon. I just want to show people basically what a chunk is. Okay, so can everybody see this? Can they see me?
Yes.
Okay, so remember I said about when you're strumming to keep it's all through sort of your wrist and you're flicking something away very gently. You're flicking something down. So your arm is kind of turning. So when you're doing a chunk, all it is that you're going down, your arm is twisting slightly, like just in a normal strum, just dropping your fingers, and then you're muting the strings with your thumb. Mute. Down, mute. So you're just putting your thumb on top of those strings, okay? You strum down, down, mute, down, mute. Now, when you get to doing that, you just start slowly like that, just getting used to the motion, dropping your thumb on the string, right? Down, mute, down. And then you start doing it. Once you get the hang of that movement, just try doing it a little faster. Down, down, mute, down, mute, down, mute, down. Don't take your hand too far away from the strings. Down, mute, down, mute. And if you start going even faster, once you get comfortable with that, you pretty much, you won't even hear the chord. You'll just hear. So it's hard to play at that angle. So if I was doing. So that is just the exact same thing except fast, okay? I'm muting it with my thumb and the fleshy part of my hand here, of my thumb. Again, excellent tutorials are available on that. So what you hear on this is I'll be doing what they call a reggae strum. So you'll be hearing that chunk on the 2 and the 4 beat, okay? But again, you can strum however you want. You can cover up here and just strum along without any sound. You can just play one downstroke for every chord, whatever you want. We don't have anything. Do we have anything in here?
No.
Just the vocalist?
Yep.
Okay. So.
Don't worry, be happy, right?
Yeah, Don't Worry, Be Happy. And then there's going to be 5 choruses at the end. I'm going to cut them down to 3 since we're doing this in slow time. So we'll only do 3 oohs, okay? I can't whistle anymore. Mark says it's because I don't kiss him enough.
That's
My
right.
lips don't get enough puckering going, which maybe that'll change with retirement. Who knows? Maybe it's something I'll practice with. I used to be able to whistle when I was young and kissing a lot.
Yeah.
Here we go. Too much info, right?
Too
right,
much.
Sharon? Okay. Here we go. So 2 C's to start, and then we're into the oohs, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. You all sound lovely. Ooh, 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 ooh. before. Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry. Be happy. In every life we have some trouble. When you worry, you make it double. Don't worry. Be happy.
Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Now, be happy. Don't worry. Just be happy. Don't worry, be happy now.
Ain't got no place to lay your head. Somebody came and took your bed. Don't worry. Be happy. Landlord say your rent is late. He may have to litigate. Don't worry.
No!
Be happy.
Oh, look at me! I'm Happy Man! Yeah! No, don't worry. Be happy. Here, I'll give you my phone number. When you're worried, you give me a call and I'll make you happy. Yeah, I will. No, don't worry. Be happy.
Ain't got no cash, ain't got no style, ain't got no gal to make you smile, but don't worry.
No, man. Don't.
Be happy.
Oh, yeah. Be happy.
Cause when you worry, your face will frown.
Oh, you know.
That will bring everybody down, so don't worry.
Not when you're playing the ukulele, you can't be worrying. You...
Be happy.
Oh, don't worry now. Be happy
Come on,
now.
girls, sing out.
No, don't worry. Don't do it. Be happy. Put a smile on your face. Don't bring everybody down. You bring everybody down, you make me sad. No, don't worry. It'll soon pass, man. Whatever it is, don't worry, be happy. Yeah.
Last one.
I'm not worried. No. I'm happy. Yeah, yeah. Don't worry, be happy.
Bravo, bravo.
I think you need to practice a lot.
What's that?
I think we need to practice that chucking a lot.
Yes. Well, there's lots of excellent tutorials on it, and you'll find several on our Bug website. I've kind of tried to amass. I watch lots and lots of videos, and I try and get the ones that I think or that other people have suggested or recommended that are really good for teaching something like that. So lots of good videos on there.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Speed okay for everybody, just about? You're doing okay? Okay. We're going to do Jamaica Farewell.
Oh, I could leave my hat on for this one.
You could. This I'm calling, I'll say, I'm going to do a calypso strum. So all it is the same Swiss Army strum type of thing, except on the second beat, I'm gonna just touch for the first, sort of, and then I'm gonna do a roll from my baby finger. So again, your hand is twisting the way it does in a normal strum from the wrist, and I'm starting from the baby finger, and I'm doing baby, the fourth finger, third finger, second finger, and first string finger. I'm just running each of them down the strings, but fairly quickly. Think of a flamenco player. So that's a roll. Again, just practice it slowly. You're going to hear Mark on the, so what you heard on the last one, when the girls joined in, our backup singers, that was not the divas. That was the vocalist, which takes my voice and it can split it into a third or whatever. It can split it into a harmony. So that's a vocalist, which is kind of fun when you're at home and you can have a whole Mormon tabernacle choir singing along with you. So here's Jamaica Farewell. So the same strum, down, down, up, up, down. But I'm throwing in a roll on the second beat, okay?
Oh, just a minute here.
And you'll hear Mark on the steel drum. Are we trying to, oh. Everybody get their groove on. So this would be like practicing with a metronome, except a little more complex beat.
A little sexier.
So listen to the beat. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's what those fours mean. That's what those four numbers mean between the bar lines. We're 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay? Let's do this. 2 G's to start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down the way where the nights are gay and the sun shines daily on the mountain top, I took a trip on a sailing ship, and when I reached Jamaica, I made a stop. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town. Down at the market, you can hear ladies cry out while on their heads they bear. Happy rice, salt fish are nice, and the rum is fine any time of year. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sounds of laughter everywhere, and the dancing girl swaying to and fro. I must declare my heart is there, though I've been from Maine to Mexico. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town. girl in Kingston Town.
Love that steel drum.
Isn't that cool? Okay, what time is it? 8 o'clock. How are you guys doing? I said an hour, but do you want to keep going? Is our host okay for going?
Sure.
Sharon, you're not leaving us?
Doesn't look like she's going anywhere.
Okay.
So what's next?
Then let's do Log Driver's Waltz. So this will be our first song that we're doing in waltz time. So 3 beats in the bar. Okay? And again, different strums you can do with it. Just go to a strumming pattern page. There's several on our Bug Tips and Help page. Just look at strumming patterns, and you'll get sheets with strumming patterns on them, and just look for 4 times. And there's also, I think it's Ukulele Hunt, which I also have on the website under strumming patterns. He shows how to do the strumming pattern, and he also, there's a little recording so you can hear what it should sound like. So there's so much available on the internet that it's a wonderful resource. And, Log Driver's Waltz.
Okay. No drum machine, just vocalist.
So, I'm going to count you in going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And all I'm going to be doing is down, 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 down. Or you can do down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. So whatever fits in with 3 beats. Okay? Here we go. I'll 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. If you should ask any girl from the parish around what pleases her most, from her head to her toes, she'll say, I'm not sure that it's business of yours, but I do like to waltz with a log driver, for he goes burling down the white water. That's where the log driver learns to step lightly. It's burling down the white water. A log driver's waltz pleases girls completely. When the drive's nearly over, I like to go down to see all the lads while they work on the river. I know that come evening they'll be in the town, and we all want to waltz with the log driver, for he goes burling down the white water. That's where the log driver learns to step lightly. It's burling down the white water. A log driver's waltz pleases girl completely. To please both my parents, I've had to give way and dance with the doctors and merchants and lawyers. Their manners are fine, but their feet are of clay, for there's none with the style of a log driver, for he goes burling down
water. That's where the log driver learns to step lightly. It's whirling down, down white water. A log driver's waltz pleases girls completely.
I've had my chances with all sorts of men, but none is so fine as my lad on the river. So when the drive's over, if he asks me again, I think I will marry my log driver,
For he goes whirling down, down white water. That's where the log driver learns to step lightly. It's whirling down, down white water. The log driver's waltz pleases girls completely. Whirling down, down white water. The log driver's waltz pleases girls completely.
Bravo.
I love that song.
like that. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Keep going. Yeah? You good for more? If you're feeling, if you're feeling cramped, switch your position, just shake your hands up, shake your shoulders out. If you're playing up like this, kind of with your shoulder all up near your ear, don't do that. Drop your shoulders, wiggle it all out, wiggle and jiggle. Okay, we're going to switch from C, F, and G kind of songs to an A, D, and E7. Okay? So for this, since I know I'm going to be doing the D and the E7, I'm going to make sure that my hand is swiveled up so that the way we talked about. Can you see it? So my thumb's back here, and my arm is loosey-goosey. Doesn't take much pressure to make a chord. You shouldn't be squeezing your fretboard because that'll cramp up your fingers. It should be like almost like dropping off, and you should just put enough pressure on that you can hear a sound, a clear sound. So because I'm going to do my A, D, and E7, I'm going to be all up with my hand up like that. But again, very relaxed. And another thing about keeping your hand relaxed is when you do bar chords, like for example, the D7, by having your hand very loose, you can do that kind of press and then let go and relax. Press, let go, and get that chunky kind of sound, which is neat. So you shouldn't need much pressure to make bar chords, to make anything. It really doesn't take a lot. It just takes slow practice and relaxing your hand and kind of letting gravity help you out a little bit.
Kazoo.
Yep, kazoo. So we're going to do Rock Around the Clock. Lots of arrows in this. Okay. So we've talked about the arrows and we've seen down arrows. Now we've got up arrows too. So you do exactly what it is. So for my down arrows, different song sites, different guitar sites will use arrows differently. But on my song sheets, when you see the arrow going down, it means that you're playing the string from the G string, from the 4th string at your chin, down to the floor, down to the 1 string. That's a down arrow. And the up arrow is from the 1 string down at the floor up to your chin. Okay? That's the way way we do it. So what you're going to hear is 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock, up, down, 5, and another quick down. So it's up, down, down. Okay? 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock, up, down, down. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're gonna rock, strum around, strum the clock tonight. Put your glad. Okay, so that's a quick little transition. Shall we give it a try? Do what you can. Oh, a drum. Here we go. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Put your glad rags on and join me, hun. We'll have some fun when the clock strikes 1. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the
shows my age.
How did the chord changes with those chords go? Was it a little harder?
Yep.
Tougher? Yeah.
That's why we kept it slow.
Okay, I think we're going to go on to Wagon Wheel. And I'm going to switch to my banjo uke. Who doesn't love Wagon Wheel, eh? Swiss Army strum. That down, down, up, up, down, up. Okay, into. Now, you all set, Mr.
We
Rogers?
do?
Do you want to put on a cowboy hat?
A cowboy hat. Have we got it?
Yeah, get us in the mood.
Okay.
I've forgotten everything tonight. Okay. Banjo youth. How many beats in the bar? 4. 4 beats, okay? One, 2, 3, 4. Headed down south to the land of the pines. I'm thumbing my way into North Carolina. Staring up the road, pray to God I see headlights. I made it down the coast in 17 hours. Picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers, and I'm hoping for a lake I can see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind in the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Running from the cold up in New England, I was born to be a fiddler in an old-time string band. My baby plays the guitar, I pick the banjo now. Oh, the North Country winters keep getting me now. I lost my money playing poker, so I had to up and leave. But I ain't a turning back to living that old life no more. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind in the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, the mama rock Sun City, Tennessee, and I gotta get a move on, fit for the sun. I hear my baby calling my name, and I know that she's the only one. And if I die in Raleigh, at least I will die free. Here we go, last chorus. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me.
Love to have.
Okay. Last song for tonight. When the Saints Go Marching In.
You realize if you keep going, we would just keep going as well. It's so much fun. It's almost.
I'm glad. How do you, I'd like to hear feedback as to whether a really slow jam like this is something you'd like us to do again another time. It's something we've done regularly over the years, usually in January, February, because a lot of people get ukes for Christmas and they want to learn how to play and they want to jam, but they're always afraid to come out to bug jams, even though that's a good thing. Go out, come to bug jams, come to the fast ones, because you'll always learn something and you'll be able to play something throughout it, or practice something or learn something new. But let me know if a really slow jam like this is something that's useful for you. And we may do one again in the not so distant future. Okay, When the Saints.
Do you want this? I'll start off with 80 and you can tell me what you think of the speed. Okay.
Woo. Losing my balance.
I'll be able to get to this thing right. Okay. I'm good.
Is there a drum machine with
Yep.
this? Okay, there's a Whoa! We love rock and roll.
Bring it to the jukebox, baby.
Woo!
Love
Yeah.
rock and roll.
Yeah.
Or we will rock you up. Yeah.
Okay, all good stuff. But we're doing When the Saints Go Marching In. Is that a little loud? When the Saints
Do you want faster?
go marching in. No, not faster than that. No. It's a slow jam. I might even be a little fast. Let's try it though, okay? Everyone game to try it at this speed? 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, when the Saints, okay, maybe a little faster. Okay, let's try it a little faster. We can do it. We can do it.
How's that?
Oh, that sounds good. Okay, let's start that over. Big finale. Big finale.
All right.
Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. Here we go. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh yeah, Lord, I want to be in that number. When the Saints go marching in. the drums begin to bang. Oh, when the drums begin to bang. Lord, I want to be in that number when the drums begin to bang. Sing out, everyone. Whoa, when the saints
Oh, when the saints
go marching in.
go marching in.
Whoa, when the saints
Go marching in. Lord, I want to be in that number. When the saints
go
go
marching
marching in.
Sing it, brother. When the stars, take it, Mark, sing it.
Begin to shine, and when the stars begin to shine, oh, wanna be in that number. When the stars begin to shine.
Oh, when the saints
Oh, when the saints
go marching in.
go marching in.
Oh, when
The
the
saints go marching in.
Lord, I
Wanna be in that number. When the saints go marching in. Oh yeah.
Oh, when the trumpet sounds the call. Oh, when the trumpet sounds the call. Lord, I want to be in that number when the trumpet sounds the call. Oh, when the saints
When the saints
go marching in.
go marching in.
Whoa, when the saints
Go
marching
marching. When
in.
they go marching in, marching in.
Lord, I want to be in that number when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the bugs
Oh, when the bugs
begin to jam. Oh, when the bugs
begin to jam.
Lord, I
Wanna be
in that number when the bugs begin to jam. Oh, when the saints
Oh,
sing it.
when saints
go marching in.
go marching in.
When the saints go marching in. Sing out, everyone.
Oh
Lord, I
wanna be in that number. When the saints go marching in.
One more time. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, Lord, I wanna be in that number. When the saints go marching
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
That was great.
in.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for
That-
coming. If you have questions, if you have suggestions, if you would like another slow jam at some time, please let me know. Either you can do it in the chat, which I will see later. I don't see it now. Or you can email me, and my email is on the Bug website. So I look forward to seeing you all again. We're having our kitchen party jam in 2 weeks.
2 weeks
So,
tonight?
Yes, 2 weeks tonight. And those are really easy songs for the most part too, because most kitchen party songs are C, F, and G. They're in 3/3 or 6/8 time, and they're very easy to sing along. So don't hesitate to try that out too. Okay.
Thank you so much. It was so much fun. It was my first time. I loved it. Yeah.
Good.
It was really great. I enjoyed
It
it,
was
a lot.
great.
And learned a lot.
Great.
Good.
Bye.
Great.
Thank you for your time and energy. We love it.
very much.
Thanks for doing it.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thanks so much. That was great.
Everybody, great to see you all.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Bye. Bye, Ian. Bye, Susie. Bye. Bye, Margaret. Good night, everybody. Good to see you. Good night, Janet.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And we have one more
Gone.
here. And we can stop recording.
Oh yeah.
Did we record?
Yeah.